హాయ్. దాదాపు 30 ఏళ్ల క్రితం 'రోజా' అనే సినిమా ద్వారా తన అందంతో, అభినయంతో, అమాయకమైన చూపులతో మనందరినీ ఎంతగానో ఆకట్టుకున్న ఆ అమ్మాయి ఈరోజు మళ్ళీ తెలుగు సినిమాల్లో అడపాదడపా కనిపిస్తూ వస్తున్నారు. సో ఐ హ్యావ్ విత్ మీ వెరీ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ విత్ నన్ అదర్ దెన్ మధుబాల, ఓన్లీ ఆన్ మై ఛానల్ ప్రేమ ది జర్నలిస్ట్. Hi, Madhu.
Hi, and I am just doing many interviews. You know the reason my film is on release.
Yes.
But this is very special to me because you are a very special person, and I can see it. So
Thank
I'm
you so
extremely
much.
even more happy to be here on your channel with you.
Thank you so much, Madhu. It's like, you made my day. And before I start anything about the interview, I can see the same Madhu which I saw in Chinni Chinni Roja. Chinni Chinni Asa. That song, it's still, it's still so fresh in my mind. It's still, I can see those visuals. I can see that, అంటే ఒక అద్భుతమైన awestruck expression that you gave when you see the snow
Yeah.
in Kashmir. And ఎంత అమాయకమైన, I think you must be hardly 2021.
Yeah. Exactly that.
అంతేనా?
Yeah. 1991. Yeah.
యా. కానీ అంతకు ముందే 'ఫూల్ ఔర్ కాంటే' అనే సినిమాలో
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Roja was 91, I think, shooting, and Phool Aur Kante was 90 shooting.
90 షూటింగ్, అప్పుడు ఇంకా 19 years మీకు. బట్ యూ ప్లేడ్ ద రోల్ ఆఫ్ అ మదర్.
Yeah.
ఒక ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్, ఒక మదర్. ఒక 18 ఏళ్ల అమ్మాయికి ఏం తెలుసు? వాట్ డస్ షీ నో అబౌట్
Motherhood. And all
అసలు
that.
ముందు
And
ప్రెగ్నెంట్ అవుతే ఎట్లా, అంటే హౌ టు వాక్, హౌ టు స్టాండ్, హౌ డు యూ నో ఆల్ దట్?
A lot of people have criticized me in my personal life that I'm a airy fairy. I'm not somebody who knows how to plan a future. Even after becoming a mother, and as old as I am now, I depend on my husband, my mother-in-law. She's my savior.
Okay.
Who they all tell me what is the next step, when to apply for school. Oh, you'll miss the date. Go apply for school. Oh, so even a travel plan for summer. In the month of December, if we are planning a travel for May, they will bring out the topic. Book your air tickets now, book your hotel. You'll not. I can't think ahead.
Yeah.
I can't think. So I have been criticized. I can't plan. If I have to plan even a small thing like a party, a Saturday night out party, it'll stress me. I'm like, I'll be thinking, I get stressed because my mind doesn't go into future. My mind
Okay.
doesn't think ahead. So that is the criticism I've got. But all the praises that I receive, when I think back, it is because my mind doesn't think.
ఓకే.
I am just being. I don't plan. How did I think how a pregnant woman should walk? I never thought. They gave me something to wear, and I stood like everything. So that's why I believe, for me, it's even acting is magic. I didn't know when I was doing a movie like Roja or Allari Priyudu in Telugu or Annaya in Kannada or A Gentleman. I didn't know even Aragan, my first movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know, I'm working with K. Balchandar, I'm working with Mani Ratnam, Mammootty Garu. I didn't know.
Oh.
Because then that will, if you're impressed by them, then because I don't think, I just do.
బట్ ఆల్ సెడ్ అండ్ డన్, 'ఫూల్ ఔర్ కాంటేలో' మీకు పాప పుడుతుంది, కిడ్నాప్ చేస్తారు. ఆ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక తల్లి పడే ఆవేదన, ఒక బాధ, నిజంగా తల్లులే పడతారు అట్లా. అంటే అంత ఫస్ట్ మూవీలో ఏమాత్రం యాక్టింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లేని ఒక అమ్మాయి, ఒక 18-19 ఏళ్ల అమ్మాయి తల్లి పాత్ర పోషించడమే కాకుండా కూతురు కిడ్నాప్ అయితే ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ ఎలా ఇవ్వాలి అన్నది ఎంత డైరెక్టర్లు చెప్పినా కూడా I don't know, it should come from within.
Yeah.
So until unless you're a mother, ante normally
Yeah.
you won't empathize with that character.
Yeah, I don't know, I just feel, and I just feel instinctively, and I'm very intense. In fact, that intensity is what I have to reduce. That worked for me in 1990. In 2020, and now when I'm working, now when I've come back, the thing that I'm trying to do is rein in. I'm a very emotional. I cry a lot, I shout a lot, I express a lot, my hands talk a lot. And today the acting business has changed. It's all about reining in your emotion. So if at all, nobody needs to tell me konjam jaasti pannuma, emotion pannuma. They don't need to tell me. They need to tell me, please hold yourself back, is what actually for me is to how to hold myself back.
ఓకే. సో ఆఫ్టర్ సో మెనీ ఇయర్స్, అంటే మీరు వచ్చి ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి వచ్చి 30 ఏళ్ళు దాటిపోయింది. అప్పుడు కానీ ఒక 10 ఏళ్ళు మాత్రమే ఇండస్ట్రీలో ఉన్నారు. లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ సెంటర్ అద్భుతమైన సినిమాలు చేశారు, తమిళ్, కన్నడ, మలయాళం, హిందీ అండ్ వాట్ ఎవర్. అండ్ అగైన్ ఆఫ్టర్ సో మెనీ ఇయర్స్ యువర్ బ్యాక్. తెలుగులో అడపదడప అప్పుడప్పుడు కనిపిస్తున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు ఐ హర్డ్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ అ ఫిల్మ్ కాల్డ్ ప్రేమ దేశం. నేను ఆ ట్రైలర్ చూశాను, అద్భుతంగా ఉంది. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ దేర్ ఇస్ సమ్ బ్యాక్ స్టోరీ ఆల్సో టు దట్ ఫిల్మ్. అంటే మీరు ఒక అబ్బాయికి తల్లి పాత్ర పోషించారు, బట్ మీకు కూడా ఏదో లవ్ స్టోరీ ఉన్నట్టుంది ఆ సినిమాలో. నాకు అలా అనిపిస్తుంది ఆ ట్రైలర్ చూస్తే.
In fact, that is the part which I'm dying to talk about.
Okay.
Because that is why this film is special for me. Prema Desam is, I'm now, by God's grace, I'm doing fantastic roles. Every movie of mine has got a different role, different shade. In fact, I sometimes feel not being a heroine space, in being the character artist space, I'm able to explore and express a lot more. I'm just enjoying that. But in Prema Desam, the special thing, why I'm here, why the special effort, because as a character artist, sometimes I don't feel like going for promotions.
Okay.
I feel any which way you promote your film with your main leads, your romantic songs and your, you know, I know why should I come, you know, like that. But why I have come for Prema Desam is because this is a movie. Because of that one aspect in the film which I can't talk too much about, I feel like I'm also the heroine of the film. Because everything I get to do in my comeback, the things that I'm not getting to do is romance, love and song.
Yes.
And
ఈ సినిమాలో ఉంటాయా?
A little bit of that is there.
Okay. I liked one line in the trailer.
Yeah.
ఎండింగ్ లో ఒక లైన్ అంటాడు ఆ హీరో. ఆ హీరోనే మీ కొడుకు పాత్ర కూడా పోషించినట్టున్నాడు. సేమ్ కదా, సేమ్ హీరో అయితే. సో హీ సేస్, ఇంటి పేరు ఇష్టం లేకపోతే మా ఇంటి పేరు పెట్టుకోవచ్చు.
What a pickup line, you know. But you know what I liked about that, Premaji? You have to forgive me because I'm not one of those who waits for other people to praise me.
Okay.
I am one of those who likes to pat my own back and beat myself also when I'm wrong.
Okay.
I don't wait for others to say you were not right there, you were not. I know it, I'm not right there. But I also know when I'm right. And I loved Adit's expression when he says the dialogue. It's straight-faced. He's fantastic, that dialogue delivery.
Yes.
But I also liked my expression to that dialogue.
Exactly.
I did not smile. The thing was,
you did not approve.
I did not. Yeah.
You did not say no.
No one knows whether I accepted or not accepted. You know, that expression was magical, Premaji, because I did not plan on it. Until I didn't see it, I didn't know that's what I did.
Okay.
That is why I feel excited about it. If I thought about it, I should do this. If I practiced it and then I did it, then I'll be like, okay, I knew I was going to do that. But because I didn't know I was going to do that, and it's come, I've seen that bit at least 50 times myself. Rewind and see. Oh wow, what an expression! I myself is like that. Everybody laughs at me because I appreciate myself.
No. నాకు కూడా మొత్తం ట్రైలర్లో నాకు నచ్చిన పాయింట్ ఆ అంశం అదొక్కటే, ఆ 5-second ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్. దట్స్ టు డై ఫర్.
Thank you so much.
And even the entire trailer also, if you look into it, I think it is knitted into a very beautiful love story. 3 pairs, I think.
And 2.5 pairs.
And you are one of the pairs. Okay, you don't reveal, but it is, in my mind it is revealed already. But చాలా ఎక్సైటింగ్ అనిపిస్తుంది. ఎందుకు అంటే ఇట్ లుక్స్ లైక్ అ డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అ లవ్ స్టోరీ విచ్ ఇస్ నాట్ ద రెగ్యులర్. ఆ రెగ్యులర్ అంటే నా మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే, మనం జనరల్గా లవ్ స్టోరీస్ అంటే ఒక అమ్మాయి అబ్బాయి ఇష్టపడతాం, లేకపోతే ఒక రిచ్ బాయ్ పువర్ గర్ల్, ఇవన్నీ మనం చూసుకుంటూ వచ్చాం. అండ్ లవ్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ వెరీ క్లీషే సమ్టైమ్స్, యు నో, ఇట్స్ లైక్ రెగ్యులర్ ఫార్మాట్. How different is this? Because looking into the trailer, I sense something is different.
Firstly, it's a hyperlink. I don't know if they reveal that or not. If I'm revealing, I don't know.
Okay.
It's a hyperlink. That means 2 completely different stories. And then it gets connected at some point with some commonality.
Okay.
All characters don't know each other and their stories are not together. They are revealed as 2 different stories, and then at some point there is a connection to that whole story.
Okay.
And I found, I'm working with a lot of new directors. The beauty is, of course, it can be very annoying because they don't know filmmaking sometimes. So the organizing can be wrong, planning can be wrong. They say they want you for 3 days, but they don't do anything in 3 days. So those things can be a problem. But the thing about a new mind is they come up with things in a film industry which is 1,000 years old. What new can you do? But even in that, there are things, at least for me, I'm doing something that I've never done in this film. And that is the exciting part about Srikanth Siddham. And beauty is he's taken his entire life. He's something engineer or something. He's given up his entire life and entire money and entire whatever he has and put it on this film.
Oh.
That kind of passion.
Yeah.
That no playing safe. For him, there is no playing safe. That has attracted me to this. Otherwise, why would I do a film like that when I'm making a comeback? I want to come back with people,
Exactly.
with different big names, so I'll get an easy entry. If I do a film with Pawan Kalyan or Mani Ratnam sir, I'll get an easy entry. But to do a film like Srikanth Siddham, everybody is new, everything is new. Why? Something about this human being and the story narration got me in.
That's amazing.
And then I got lucky with Mani Sharma's music. I think that is the hero of the film.
yes ఇప్పుడు జనరల్గా ఇంతకు ముందులాగా ఇప్పుడు లేవు. మీరు అన్నట్టు నెరేటివ్స్ మారుతున్నాయి. ఇంతకు ముందు ఏంటంటే ఒక 30 ఇయర్స్కి వచ్చేస్తే ఒక అమ్మాయికి ఇంకా ఆమె షెల్ఫ్ లైఫ్ అయిపోయింది. ఇంకా షీ వోంట్ బి గెటింగ్ ఎనీ మోర్ రోల్స్ టు ప్లే. ఇంకా నెక్స్ట్ షీ హాస్ టు ప్లే ఓన్లీ మదర్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఆర్ సిస్టర్ క్యారెక్టర్ అని అనేవాళ్ళు. బట్ గత కొంతకాలంగా ఒక 4-5 ఏళ్ల నుంచి ఇట్ ఇస్ చేంజింగ్. ఎస్పెషల్లీ వెన్ ఓటీటీ కేమ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఈవెన్ మోర్ ఓపెన్డ్ అప్. So what do you...
It is OTT that has brought this broader perspective. So today we don't have to be a certain way to get roles. You can be fat, you can be thin, you can be old, you can be young, you can be anything. And you can, because today people want to see real emotions and performances. So it doesn't matter whether you're looking old. If you're playing a mother's role and you're playing it convincingly emotional, then it works for you. In fact, in something that is but I will not change anything about it, but something that tends to go against me right now is the way I look. Because obviously they don't want me playing a young heroine. I cannot play a 20-year-old, 25-year-old young romance like a main lead. So they need me as a character actor. Even though I may have things to do in the film, it will invariably be the heroine's mother or the hero's mother. And very often I don't look. In fact, Sudeep ji, I did a film Ranna in Kannada. The story I think was initially written as Sudeep's mother. Then they made it as Sudeep's attai because of the way I appear. They changed that amma to attai. Because it had to be, it was written as amma, but because I was doing the film, I didn't look like amma. So the way I appear sometimes tends to take away my the roles that I can do. But now even that is changing. In the last 2 years, after COVID, actually, the OTT has become a very big deal. After COVID. So the OTT has started accepting, why can't, I'm now 53-year-old lady. In my real life, if you see all my friends who are around 50 and 45 and whatever, they look like me. And we all have children who are going to university.
Exactly.
So we have 25-year-old children now. So having a 24-year-old child and looking like this is now accepted in society. So I'm getting more roles.
Even I'm 51, by the way. I also have a daughter who's going to the university. So I think age is just number. And it doesn't really matter these days. ఈ రోజుల్లో ఎస్పెషల్లీ మీ ట్రైలర్ చూస్తే నాకేమనిపిస్తుందంటే యూ ఆర్ ద క్రక్స్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిల్మ్ అనిపిస్తుంది. అంటే అ పివిటల్ క్యారెక్టర్ ప్లేయింగ్ అండ్ మీ చుట్టూ కొన్ని క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయి అన్న ఒక భావన కలుగుతుంది. అంటే వెన్ యూ సీ ద ట్రైలర్ ఇట్ లుక్స్ లైక్ దట్. కెన్ యూ త్రో లిటిల్ మోర్ లైట్ ఆన్ యువర్ క్యారెక్టర్?
There are 2 tracks I told you in the film. I belong to the track with Megha and Adit. That's my story. He's my son, and before she becomes his girlfriend, becomes my friend. And he loves the girl, but not still told her, and he loves the mother. So it's a triangle love story between a mother, son, and a a girl.
Oh,
It's not a two girl and a boy love story. It's like the mother, son, and the girl. And this is the beauty is again motherhood. We are moving away from cliche expression of motherhood. Like in the old days, you think of motherhood means Savitri Amma or Nirupa Roy ji.
Right.
You know, all the good mother will sacrifice everything for the son, like that. In this, it is friends. Like my children and me, we wear the same clothes.
Okay.
They keep me young. They keep me relevant. So in this movie, it's a reflection of the son and the mother being more of friends. And he comes home drunk and all and sleeps in the mother's room on the mother's bed. And the mother kicks him out.
Okay. Okay.
The mother is not like, oh my God, my son has come. Not like that. She pulls the blanket and said, don't take my blanket, and kicks him out. So it's that kind of a relationship.
Okay.
And then she meets the girl, she loves the girl, and she says, I want you to be my daughter-in-law.
Okay.
And then she tells him, you better go and bring that, otherwise I will adopt a son and get her married. If you don't fall in love with her and bring her as my daughter-in-law, I'll, so it is that kind of a,
Okay.
it's a friend's mother and son. I love, even though I am the hero's mother, I am playing the mother role, I am playing the mother character, but it's a very different kind of a mother. So
but then what is this contradiction in the end? I mean, that last dialogue you're telling to Adit, but Adit doesn't look the same Adit who looks like your son.
There's a flashback. That's a flashback.
Exactly. That's what I felt. So Adit have played your boyfriend, I mean your husband, as well as your son in the finale.
I promise I didn't reveal anything.
But I could see that.
I cannot help clever people making their guesses and their deductions.
All right. Anyways, I thought I'm looking forward, Madhu, because నేను మిమ్మల్ని లాస్ట్ చూసింది నాన్నకు ప్రేమతోలో.
Yes.
ఆ తర్వాత మళ్ళీ మీరు తెలుగు సినిమాలో చేయలేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఈ సినిమా ఐ థింక్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అ ఫుల్ ఫ్లెడ్జ్డ్ క్యారెక్టర్.
Yes.
అండ్ ఐఎమ్ రియల్లీ లుకింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ ఫర్ దిస్ ఫిలిం.
Thank you.
అండ్ నౌ గెటింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు యువర్ కొంచెం ఫ్లాష్ బ్యాక్లోకి వెళ్దాము. మీ చైల్డ్హుడ్ అసలు మీకు సినిమాలు అంటే చాలా ఇష్టం ఉండేదంట, పిచ్చి ఉండేదంట, ఎలాగైనా సినిమా యాక్టర్ అవ్వాలని. బట్ నథింగ్ వర్క్డ్ అవుట్. ఒక్క సినిమా వచ్చింది ఛాన్స్, అది కూడా చేజేతులో పోయింది. అసలు యాక్చువల్లీ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్? వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ లవ్ ఫర్ సినిమా అండ్ వై? బికాస్ యు ఆర్ హేమ మాలినీస్ niece, you love cinema, or what is it?
You know, we all, I don't know, my mother was a best dancer, Bharatnatyam dancer.
Okay, even you know? You
I
also
am not
learned.
the best dancer because I couldn't
నేర్చుకున్నారు
yes. Bharatnatyam trained, started with my mother at the age of 5. Then I had certain accidents and couldn't continue. Then I continued much later. So, and then I lost my mother. So that Arangetram and that thing never happened, which was my mother's pain.
Okay.
So my mother being an artist of that caliber, dancer, teaching students to dance, Arangetrams and all that, I was always into dance and music, and Hema ji being in the family, I thought that is the life. I was growing up in her house in Bombay. I used to see all the actors in her house, music sessions, and that life enamored me. So I thought this is what I should do as I grow. My father became a film producer. Then I used to go to the sets with him. I saw Anil Kapoor, Meenakshi Sheshadri, Govinda, Mahesh Bhatt, all that, and Anu Malik creating music, Ghulam Ali Saab sitting in my house and singing song. So I grew up in an environment that was predominantly dance and music. So automatically I thought I should. But why I lost that confidence? Because when I came into my growing up years, I was one of those typical case of ugly duckling, or at least that's my perception.
You felt?
Yeah. I was a sports person in school and college. I was always playing outside. So I had become very, very dark and very oily hair, long oily hair, dark. I put on weight in my adolescence. So when I looked at myself, I thought this girl cannot be an actor. She has a dream of being one, but she can't be one. Because at the same time, I was in college with the prettiest Bhagyashree. Bhagyashree is
your classmate,
my classmate in college.
Okay.
At that time we saw all this Pooja Bhatt, Neelam. They were all my age. And they were being launched very young. Pooja Bhatt and Neelam were launched in their teens. And look at them, how pretty they were. And Bhagyashree, prettiest friend, she's telling me, I've signed Maine Pyar Kiya.
Maine Pyar Kiya.
Yeah. And we were all in college. And I am also saying that somebody wants me to act. And we looked like complete opposite of what actors are. So I lost my confidence fully. And, but that rejection is what is my strength.
Okay.
Of course, that time it was my greatest pain of my life, because I was humiliated, I was insulted, I felt so ugly, I felt so bad. But that rejection made me feel na panni that avesam.
ఎట్లాగైనా సాధించి తీరాలి.
That doesn't matter if I'm ugly, doesn't matter if I'm not the prototype or the cliche actor type, but I will. And that, it was like the fire of the rocket. I needed that to come out, because after that I worked on myself. I used to run on Jew Beach. I didn't have any fancy gym membership. So running on Jew Beach for 45 minutes every morning before going to college to drop my weight. I was a science student, so I had practical exams. So I used to do that. I used to take Tair Sadam in a dabba, eat in the canteen, and then take the 255 bus and go to Matunga to practice my dance. Then come back at Sea Princess bus stop near my house, get down, enrolled myself to learn swimming, because I thought, suppose if I have a swimming shot in the movie, I don't know how to be in the water. So at the age of 18, this fat girl would wear swimming costume, and all the little toddlers I would feel like, oh, what am I doing? But in my first movie, Aragan, there was a swimming scene. My introduction or something was, and I said, I can do it.
Yeah, because I did it.
I did it. So, in hindsight, everything makes sense. But when you're going forward, nothing makes sense. And that is why I am completely God believing person. I don't like to take credit for anything. If you tell me, how do you look like this so slim, I would like to say that I exercise, I eat less, I do that. I would like to say that. But in the back of my mind, I know that there is blessing, God is blessing me, because everybody does what I do, but not everybody is able to do what I'm doing. So I feel the minute the blessing goes, my work will not happen. Of course, I have to do what I have to do, but I always, something above me helps me.
ఎస్ బట్ ఆల్ సెడ్ అండ్ డన్, మీరు ఇంత కష్టపడి ఒక సినిమా కోసం మీరు ప్రయత్నాలు చేసి మొత్తానికి ఒక సినిమా వచ్చింది. యు ఆర్ రికగ్నైజ్డ్ అండ్ యు ఆర్ పిక్డ్ అండ్ యూ పోస్టెడ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద స్కూల్ అండ్ కాలేజ్ ఎవ్రీవేర్ దట్ లుక్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు యాక్ట్ నౌ. బట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్ మధు? ఐ హర్డ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ డ్రాప్డ్ సడన్లీ అండ్ ఆ సినిమా అంటే దిస్ ఐ హర్డ్ ఇన్ యువర్ టెడెక్స్ టాక్. మీరు సడన్గా మిమ్మల్ని పికప్ చేసిన ఆ డైరెక్టరే, హీ డింట్ ఈవెన్ పికప్ ద కాల్స్ అండ్ హీ సెడ్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ దేర్.
In those days when I was going through my movie industry and my career, I became a little bit, this faith and God and all this is now my understanding. Like I told you, in hindsight, I understand how, life is working or works. At that time, I started feeling, see, I did it. You rejected me, but I made it. You thought I was not good enough, but I am good enough. I am a star. So suddenly I got that feeling that I am a star because I made it happen. Not like, oh, it happened, So instead of feeling humble about it, I started feeling I can make it happen. I would not give interviews. I said, I don't want interviews. They would come and tell me, Filmfare, we'll give you a cover. I said, why? If you see me cover my movie, it will become hit. I don't need your cover. You go see my movie. I had that because I was more interested in being with my family, my friends and party and all that. I would not be in a Filmfare cover shoot if I had to be with a friend and have a cup of coffee. So I don't know whether that was stupidity or arrogance or whatever it is. Suddenly I became this person that I am it. Okay. And then I also, because of that thought, I decided that I should get this roles. I got Roja, I got Pehchan, I got this, I got that. And then there was a time when, the end of 90s was a time of action movies. Actors like Sunil Shetty, Akshay Kumar, Ajay Devgan, all that romantic things were taking a backseat. Action movies were being made. So in the action movies, a heroine gets to sing 2 or 3 songs and fall in love one scene, and then go and stand in front of the parents one scene. And I had done by that time movies like Yodha in Malayalam. I know all my movies in my time were very
performance oriented.
Even a Pehchan.
Exactly.
Even though there was Sunil Shetty and Saif Ali Khan, it was my sister scene. And at that time, nobody, as a main actor, nobody wanted to do sister roles. My role was offered to actresses like Karishma Kapoor, and they said, we will not do Sunil Shetty and Saif Khan's sister. And we don't want to play the girl from the red light area. That is why. So when Deepak came to me, I said, exactly those are the reasons why I will do. I'll get to show a negative
side of you.
Side of an actress. So I was very proud of my work at that time. And when the action movies came into the scene, I was not happy with the roles I was doing. So I wanted more. I wanted more. And at that time movies were being made. We would shoot one scene in Ooty or Kashmir, and the patchwork we'll be doing in Film City. And in Film City, they'll put some Ooty, some board, and they'll do. And by that time, I had done in the South with serious makers who did not cheat. Like, Raghavendra Garu, Mani sir, extra, they never cheated. They showed a story in the truth. When I started working in these action movies where Hindi producers were doing, I felt this is not movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of this movie. So when I fell in love with my husband at that time, I said, I don't want to be only in this industry.
Okay, so that's how you quit.
That is how I quit. I didn't quit because I was so happy and I said, you know what, I'm in love now. Let me start a new phase.
No. My question was, I heard initially that you were picked for some role, but you were dropped. Oka cinema-ki.
That was the very beginning.
Exactly.
But that rejection only made me go
Travel
into the training.
Obviously. Oh.
After that, after 3 years after that rejection, Phool Aur Kante happened. Aragon happened. So I was offered a movie when I was 17 something. I was dropped and I got the time to complete my studies 3 years. Otherwise, I would have been a 12th standard dropout.
Okay.
And I had huge fights with my father about cannot drop out. But if that movie had gone through, I would have not completed my studies.
Yeah.
And today I'm very proud that I am a graduate. But in those 3 years, I did an acting school, I did dance lessons, I did everything to prepare myself. So I understood that movie actor, people say, oh, I failed in studies, I failed in this, I failed, so
That's why I got
I said, you to come here also, there is things required.
Exactly, right.
So I learned all that.
Okay.
But you were talking about something that I spoke in my TEDx.
Yes.
That happened when I quit the industry voluntarily. I got married. And I thought like that arrogant attitude somewhere at the back of my mind that I am it. I chose to work. I choose to leave. I realized when I got married, apart from the fact that I married a wonderful man and a wonderful home, family, I am an artist. I'm not a good homemaker.
Okay.
I don't know how to cook even today.
Okay.
I don't know many things. My mind doesn't go forward. So then I started craving to be an actor again. But at this time, I had very little babies and I didn't want to leave my babies home.
Okay.
So I was just doing that Nanako Premato and many other movies at that time. I did that little bits and pieces.
Yes.
When people told me, Amma, guest appearance, 2 days work.
2 days work, yeah.
Then I was happy.
Okay.
Today, if someone says 2 days work, I said, I don't want to be. That means it will be 2 scenes. I don't want to do 2 scenes now. So the whole thing has changed for me.
Yeah. Now, talking about the great people in your life and who really changed the perspective of the audience when they look at you, especially oka Maniratnam garu, oka Shankar garu, oka Raghavendra garu, వీళ్ళందరూ యాక్చువల్గా అంటే ఈ రోజు కూడా మీరు ఈవెన్ ఎక్కడికైనా బయటకు వెళ్తే మన రోజా అని పిలుస్తారు. ఈ రోజు కూడా ఇన్నేళ్ల తర్వాత సినిమా రిలీజ్ అయ్యి 30 ఏళ్ళు అవుతుంది. Still people love you and recognize you as Roja. Then there is this Gentleman film. That's such a beautiful film. And then Phool Aur Kante with Ajay Devgan and then with Balachandra Garu. I think great people have created a strong impact in your career. Can you just talk about them? And how was it, doing those kind of films?
Now truly believe in destiny and luck. Because I did not have a fishing net to catch Balchandar sir or Mani sir. They caught me somewhere and made this movie. So when I was working with them, I didn't think I was doing something great with some great people. Now in hindsight, because those people took me, Balchandar sir is a person who introduced Rajni sir, Sri Devi ma'am and everybody, and he picked me. So now I understand the value and I'm so grateful and so prayerful and so humble about it. So, and they are truly greats. Whether it is Shankar, it was his first film, but he became a great after that. But in his first film, I had a role to play in it. I look at all this thing, forget about everybody. Rahman ji, who's our national icon today. The whole world recognizes India in a way because of Rahmanji's music. And in his first film, both in Malayalam and in Tamil, I was acting in it. He did Yodha, that was his first film. And Roja was his first film. And whenever they talk about him in all the international platform. On the Oscar interview, when they talk about him, he cannot talk about his career without talking about Roja.
Exactly.
And when they talk about Roja, they always have that chinna chinna asa clipping, and I am there. So I mean, how much more
Yeah.
gratitude can I give? They say this industry is Friday to Friday. This used to be a dialogue in those days. Of course, now it is not. With OTT, it goes on. But in those days, a career was made on a Friday, and a career could be gone on a Friday. They used to talk about the industry like that. Memory is so short. Even a biggest superstar, you give a big hit, they know you. You don't give a hit, they are very quickly pushed back. In an industry like that, like you correctly said, ma'am, I have not worked for 10-15 years, and then also I worked like you Nano ko Prema to, you won't even know I was there.
Exactly.
In the film.
It's just you come and go. Yeah.
I just do that. After being that, wherever I go till today, after 30 years, if I'm recognized as the Roja girl or as Phool Aur Kante, I can't be more grateful, because there are actors who worked all those 15 years which I was taking a break, and yet maybe people may miss them.
True, absolutely. On this note, I have to ask you one question. Wherein, అంటే మీరు చేసిన ఏవైతే కొన్ని సినిమాలు ఉన్నాయో ఆ సినిమాల్లో మీ రోల్ ఇంపాక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసింది. ఐ థింక్ దట్స్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద వండర్ఫుల్ డైరెక్టర్స్ హు టుక్ యూ. అంటే ఆ రోజుల్లో ఒక 20 ఏళ్ల క్రితం 30 ఏళ్ల క్రితం విమెన్కి చాలా ప్రిడామినెంట్ క్యారెక్టరైజేషన్ ఉండేది. పోను తగ్గుతూ వచ్చింది. ఒక 10 years 15 years నుంచి విమెన్ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ proper roles. Again, it's picking up.
Yes.
But in your days, and when you did Roja, when you did Gentleman, it was all women. And women used to play a very important role. వాళ్ళకు ఒక substantial characterization ఉండేది. What do you think when, in those days when you were, కొంతమంది మిమ్మల్ని పికప్ చేశారు, బట్ మీకు చాలామంది నరేట్ చేస్తారు స్టోరీస్, చాలా స్టోరీస్ మీరు డ్రాప్ చేసి ఉంటారు. మీరు ఎందుకు డ్రాప్ చేశారు కొన్ని కథలు?
I did not want to drop. I'm a very greedy actor.
Okay.
I'm not a very choosy actor. Because I don't know that the films that I chose will become a hit. So I don't like to choose. Whatever comes, I'm like the female Akshay Kumar actually. In attitude. Akshay Kumar says, "Arey, I'm Akshay Kumar, man. I do everything.
You give me a role, I do it."
I'll do. So I'm actually that. In those days, the reason, which I don't know whether it's good or bad, I've been just discussing, what had happened was I spread myself too thin. I was doing Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil and Hindi. So if I was busy in some place, suppose my film in Telugu became such a big hit, Allari Priyudu, but immediately Telugu people wanted to come back. But when they came back to me, I would either be doing a Malayalam film or a Tamil film or a Hindi film. So when they came back to me, I was not free. It is not that I dropped because I was choosing not to do. I was kind of doing many things. So even in Hindi, after something, if they wanted me, I'll say, nahi, ye mahine mein South mein hu. I'm busy there.
Okay.
So that, then what happened, which the good part about that was, the years that I worked, every single day I worked. My makeup people still tell me.
Oh, no?
I landed from Hyderabad, I will be going to Cochin. I landed from Cochin, I will be going to... So everyday work, so that made me feel amazingly secure as an artist, that I'm a busy artist. But the pitfall about that was, in no place I established myself fully.
Okay.
Like a Karishma or a Ravina, they were my contemporary. They were doing film after film after film in Hindi, flop and hits, but they were like established. And in Telugu, after an Allari Priyudu and a Ganesh with the Venki, I should have done more, but I didn't. Because when they may have come, I may have been busy somewhere.
So మీరు 5 languages లో parallel గా చేయటం వల్ల మీరు ఎక్కువ సినిమాలు చేయలేకపోయారు, అంతే కదా? ఇక్కడ ఒకటి అక్కడ ఒకటి.
So there's good and bad.
Exactly.
The good is that I worked and I was busy. The bad is that in no place I can say that for 2 years I ruled this industry. I cannot say that.
Yes. But 1990లో స్టార్ట్ అయిన మీ కెరియర్ 99 వరకే ఉంది. 9 ఏళ్ళు, అట్లీస్ట్ 9 to 10 years you work.
Exactly.
ఆ 10 ఏళ్లలో ఒక 65 సినిమాలు చేశారు ఆన్ ద హోల్. ఒక 10-12 తెలుగు సినిమాలు అంతే. 99లో మీరు నిజంగా పీక్లో ఉన్నారు కెరియర్లో. అద్భుతమైన సినిమాలు చేస్తున్నారు, అన్ని లాంగ్వేజెస్లో చేస్తున్నారు, అండ్ యు ఆర్ లవ్డ్ బై ది ఆడియన్స్. అండ్ సడన్లీ వీ హియర్ ద న్యూస్ దట్ మధు ఈస్ గెటింగ్ మ్యారీడ్. వై సో? Why did you decide?
Actually, it didn't happen in 99, ma'am. It happened in 97.
97?
Yeah. What happened was, in 1997, I started feeling restlessness.
7 ఏళ్లకే?
Yeah.
ఇండస్ట్రీకి వచ్చిన 7 years గా you
And
felt
the
restless.
restlessness is because I wanted to work more,
Okay.
better,
Okay.
and I felt I was not getting better opportunities.
Okay.
I didn't have the brains or the sensibility to think that it's a wave and these are action movies. I wanted everybody to make heroine oriented or strong roles, which started happening in 2000, but I had left by then.
Okay.
Because you see, Karishma did some amazing movies.
Yes.
Then Karan Johar came into the making. The industry, the movies changed. So even though there was a Shah Rukh Khan and all that, the girls, Kajol, Rani, everybody who worked, they were very good characters. But I left just before the trend changed.
Okay.
So I met my husband in April 97. October 97 decided that we will get married.
Okay.
And I needed some time to finish my pending movies. I had some pending movies in Hindi and everywhere. So I wrote a written letter to all my producers. Finish your work in the next 1 year. I'm getting married in early 99. After that, I will not come to the set. And I wrote a public letter in a magazine called Cineblitz. Saying this. Was I stupid or what? It was almost like locking your door. You know, and that's why people kept me out. They all knew that this girl, so no offers also came because it was a public declaration that I am marrying and I don't want to come back.
But why did you do that? అంటే మీరు డెసిషన్ తీసుకున్నారా, మీ హస్బెండ్ డెసిషన్ తీసుకున్నారా, ఇద్దరు కలిసి? పెళ్లి అయ్యాక ఎట్టి పరిస్థితిలో పని చేయకూడదు అని ఎవరన్నా చెప్పారా? వై?
I don't know how to function in multi places. I wanted to make, and I wanted to have babies. I wanted to be a mother. I didn't have a mother. I lost my mother very young. So my whole desire was, I have to become a mother. I have to become a mother, and I'll be this kind of a mother who will not leave. And I want to only have daughters. That also I used to pray. I don't want sons. I want only to be a mother of daughters.
Actually speaking, you manifested everything right from your childhood.
I wanted to marry before 30 because Hema ji is my idol. And I know that she married at the age of 30. I got 2 daughters back to back.
Oh.
Within 2 years, 1.5 years, I had 2 baby girls. And I have a video shot. I used to walk around with the camera on my neck, video camera, that small one. And every step that they have taken, their first spoon, first haircut, first tooth, for both my children, first word, first everything.
Milestone. So you've covered all the milestones of both the girls.
Both my girls. And today they converted that. And they play it in CD, and they don't watch movies. When they want to chill, they say, let's watch that year's baby CD, and they watch themselves crawl, walk, talk. And there was a time when my Amaya was about 11 or 12, when she used to fight with me because I started becoming socially active. I used to go out. So there were many days when I used to leave her behind and go out to parties. So this girl started talking, back chatting her mother. Maybe she was 12 or something. She say, you don't care about us, you only care about your friends, and you go out every night and blah, 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 and all that. They started. Then I converted all those tapes, not because of that, but she used to fight with me. But I just happened to convert everything and made it into a CD.
Okay.
And I showed them. Now my children will never say that you left me and you went, because they say, Mama, you didn't do anything besides being with me. From morning to, if they slept, I did my exercise. If they slept, because I have documented minute to minute, I have so many CDs. And that's what I did for the first 10 years when they were born.
Wonderful, Madhu. That's amazing. It makes me feel so good. Ante inta conscious decision మీ ప్రతి వయసులో, ప్రతి ఏజ్లో మీరు అది తీసుకున్నారు. అంటే మీరు స్కూల్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు నేను యాక్టర్ అవుదాం అనుకున్నారు, అది మేనిఫెస్ట్ చేశారు, యాక్టర్ అయ్యారు. మీరు ఎట్లాంటి పాత్రలు చేయాలనుకున్నది అదేంటో మీరు మేనిఫెస్ట్ చేశారు, అవే మీ దగ్గరికి వచ్చాయి. ఏవైతే మీరు వద్దనుకున్నారో అవి మీ దగ్గరికే రాలేదు. మీరు అన్ని చోట్ల చేద్దాం అనుకున్నారు, అవన్నీ అయ్యాయి. మీరు ఈ టైంలో పెళ్లి చేసుకుందామని, ఐ థింక్ యూ హ్యావ్ మేనిఫెస్టెడ్ ఇన్ అ బిగ్ వే వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంటెడ్ ఇన్ యువర్ లైఫ్.
Me sitting here and talking to you, till yesterday I didn't know who you were. I knew about you only from Meghna ji. But the joy that I'm getting talking to you today and this interview with you is also my silent manifestation, because I just feel that this is the best thing that has happened for me in the last 2 days.
Wow.
You know, because I don't know, just good things start happening. Me being in the industry back again, me being in a movie like PremaTheJournalist, and PremaTheJournalist is not Yes, Chopra film, all new people, but me being in it and thinking it is as big or bigger than a Yash Chopra romantic film is my grace or luck or manifestation. Because definitely not planned.
No, it's not planned. Exactly.
Yeah.
It is manifestation.
When I did a movie with Shrikant Siddham, I was just like, okay, let's just do it.
Yeah.
That Mani Sharma ji would give this music, that it would become viral, that you are talking to me because you liked the trailer. Had you not liked the trailer, you would not be talking to me. You got excited about the trailer, so you accepted to talk to me. So it is all some kind of blessing only, you know. I didn't plan. I didn't know who you were. I didn't think if I talk to you, something great is going to happen to me. But I happen to be sitting here with you.
Yeah. Madhu, I have a question. Now you said, you know, I wanted to have 2 girls and, you know, I wanted to marry on time. I wanted to do this. And you recorded all their milestones. But tell me one thing. అంటే మనం చిన్నగున్నప్పుడు when we were kids, మన పేరెంట్స్ మనల్ని పెంచారు. ఎంతసేపటికి మనం ఏం చేయొద్దు, ఏం చేయాలి, డూస్ అండ్ డోంట్స్ చెప్పుకుంటూ వచ్చారు. ఆడపిల్లంటే ఇలా ఉండాలి, అలా చేయాలి, ఇలా చేయకూడదని చెప్పుకుంటూ వచ్చారు. బట్ మనం పెద్దగా అయ్యాక, మనకు పిల్లలు పుట్టాక, మన ఆడపిల్లల్ని ఎలా పెంచాలి అన్న దానిలో మనకి చాలా క్లారిటీ ఉంది. అంటే వాళ్ళకి లేదని కాదు, వాళ్ళు ఒక ట్రెడిషనల్ వేలో పెంచారు. బట్ మనము వీఆర్ లైక్ ఓపెనింగ్ దెమ్ టు ది అవుట్ సైడ్ వరల్డ్. సో హౌ ఛాలెంజింగ్ వాజ్ దిస్ ఫర్ యూ టు బ్రింగ్ అప్ 2 girl children?
I don't know if I've been a good mother or not, because I read this wonderful definition. A good parent is someone who raises children who don't need their parents.
Yes.
But me being with my children all the time, I don't know whether they became smart in the world, they became independent. They've become clever because now they are in London. So now they are seeing life and they've become very clever. But till they were with me, I didn't know I was making their life easy. The thing that worked for me was that my life was not easy. So I became smart. My children's life was easy, so they were all very protected and shy.
బట్ ఇదే ప్రాబ్లం కదా. ఇప్పుడు మన పిల్లల్ని మనం ఇంత షీల్డెడ్గా, ఇంత ప్రొటెక్టెడ్గా పెంచి సడన్గా వి పుష్ దెమ్ ఇన్ టు ద అవుట్ సైడ్ వరల్డ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ఫర్ దెమ్ టు హ్యాండిల్. సో మీరు వాళ్ళని ప్రొటెక్టెడ్గా ఉంచుతూనే వాళ్ళకి ఏం నేర్పారు? వాట్ స్కిల్స్ డిడ్ యూ గివ్ దెమ్?
I didn't do any plan. I'll tell you what, a very simple story. In those days when we wanted to send our children abroad to get admission in a foreign school, there were training schools in Bombay. They had to go through the training and then they will sit an entry examination. They have to pass that and then they'll get admission. So all my friends were doing that for their children who wanted to put their children. I tried for my children, but my children were so like not happy because they had school, then school, tuition, school. Adukapron to train them to sit for an entry exam, they said we won't do. I said, and I never pushed my children. I said, if you don't do, how will you get that? I didn't do that. They were spoiled. They didn't want to do it. I said, okay, don't do it.
Okay.
But I made them take the entrance exam and they passed.
See, so you didn't put pressure on them.
I didn't put pressure on them. No, it happens. No, in my mind, I thought if they fail and if they don't get a seat in that school, then by default they will have to continue education here. But they passed it, they got the seat. So it is God telling me they need to go.
Okay.
I look at it like a sign.
Okay.
Because in my mind I thought kadaklena inga irpanga, kadachaduna povanga, kadachurtu. So Ramya, you know, Ramya Krishna is my best friend. I call her my soul sister. So she says to me in Tamil, ella unoda amma daandi unakku paathu vekkira.
Means what? I don't know Tamil.
I lost my mom very early.
Okay.
And like you correctly said, things have worked out for me at the right time, the right way. So Ramya says, your mother makes things happen for you.
Oh.
She's just watching over
Fairy
you.
mother.
And she's making things happen for you. She decided that you want to be an actor. She got you the opportunity. I've got my first opportunity when I was playing carrom board with my brother in my house.
Okay.
I was not doing a photo shoot and sending my portfolio. Balchandar sir saw me when I was playing cricket with my cousins and sweating and in the sun, and Amba took me to his house and he said, okay, November la shoot start pannalam.
See?
Ramya said, then when I got undressed with the movie industry, Anand came, my husband, and asked me to marry. I married him. I didn't even know my father. When I told my father that I want to marry this person, my father's first question was, who is he? What is he? What has he studied? What is his earning? For all you know, he could be a frontman for Dawood. these were his words.
Okay.
அந்த அண்டர்வேர்ல்டுக்கு ஃப்ரண்ட்மேனா கூட இருக்கலாம். யார் அது? Who is this you want to marry? Then I took those questions. What is your education? Where did you study?
You asked the same thing to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I can go back and tell my father that this is what he is all about. So this is how my life has worked out. I have not planned anything, but things happen. But I also know that things don't happen when I want them to happen. Things don't happen today. And that is one thing. I don't have patience. If there is one virtue that I have to learn, I have to learn to be patient. So that's a virtue that is something that I'm still trying to learn. Because today I want to come back into the movies. I want to do a Roja. I want to be the star again. And that ain't happening like that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I have faith that it will happen. But when it happens, I don't know.
రైట్ బట్ స్టిల్ ఆల్ సెడ్ అండ్ డన్ మీరు ప్లానింగ్ ఏమీ చేయలేదు, ఏమీ జరగాల్సిన టైంలో అన్నీ జరుగుతుంటూ వచ్చాయి. ఓకే, ఐ అగ్రీ టు దాట్. దట్ ఈస్ డెస్టినీ అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ మేనిఫెస్టేషన్, వాట్ ఎవర్ వర్డ్ యూ గివ్ ఇట్. బట్ ఒకసారి అది జరిగిన తర్వాత మాత్రం దానికి మీరు 100% ఇస్తున్నారు కదా. You're putting your entire mind, body and soul.
Yeah.
So that's my question. Bringing up 2 girl children, because I am the mother of a girl child. So, and I also keep constantly working. I'm always on my feet, go out. I'm never at home. పెరుగుతున్న 2-3 ఏళ్ళప్పుడు వరకు ఉన్నాను అంతే. ఆఫ్టర్ 3 years I was not there. So, మనకు ఎక్కడో లోపల ఒక ఇన్హిబిషన్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఈ రోజుల్లో ఇన్ టుడేస్ వరల్డ్ దే ఆర్ ఎక్స్పోజ్ టు ది వర్చువల్ మీడియా. దే హ్యావ్ సో మెనీ వల్నరబిలిటీస్ ఉంటాయి, లాట్ ఆఫ్ అట్రాక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. Today it's more difficult, it's more a challenge. So that's my question. How are you handling that part?
I'm a paranoid mother. I was. I didn't even allow my daughters to go in the lift alone because I was so scared that the lift
Even I had, not now. Yeah.
So paranoid to another level. And I'm also very lucky because when I sent my children to London to study, I didn't send them to a boarding school. I don't think I would have ever tried to send them to boarding school, being the paranoid mother that I am. I sent them to their grandparents. My in-laws live in London.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they lived in their dadu's house, and they went to school. So I had that thing that they had the home base and they got the foreign education. And I kept going there for every month. I would be there, and every holiday they came back to me. I don't know, at some point I just decided that they needed to go away from me because I was also getting like that, and I saw my children were not growing. They were going to school, but they were not growing as people. So I needed them away from me. But to move them away, I had the base. Nobody better than a grandmother and a grandfather.
Right.
They make better parents than parents.
Right. But to garner that strength, I think it was very, very difficult for you.
It was very difficult. Even today, I became very lonely when I sent them. Then I would keep going and staying there. But I can't stay there because my husband lives here and works here. So I needed to be here. I was always torn. Okay, I've spent 1 month here, I need to go back. So I kept doing all that. And that is how I have become a very friendly human being.
Okay.
I'm not a classist human being. Now I don't make friends only with actors. I don't make friends only with... I just love spending time with human beings, and I draw a lot of energy from human beings. Again, Ramya makes fun of me. Nee engana hotel la ukanda and the receptionist oda friend pannindi, you'll be having a drink with somebody. You don't need to have a friend to go out with. I'll catch hold of somebody and go out for dinner.
Okay.
And I realize the joy of just human beings. It's in our mind.
Right.
We think that I should go out only with X, Y, Z. But human beings,
True.
they're just beautiful.
Very true.
And this I learned after my children moved.
ఎస్. బట్ మధు, మీరు టెడెక్స్ టాక్లో ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్పారు. ఏంటంటే, నేను సడన్గా ఒక పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్ ఇన్ మై లైఫ్, ఒక ఫేజ్లో సడన్లీ ఐ బికేమ్ లోన్లీ, ఐ వాజ్ డిప్రెస్డ్, ఐ పుట్ ఆన్ వెయిట్. అసలు ఏంటి నా లైఫ్ ఎట్టుపోతుంది, నేను ఎటు వెళ్తున్నాను, నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు. సడన్గా యూ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ స్టార్టెడ్ డ్రైనింగ్ విదిన్. Why that happened? What happened actually?
Few years after my that glorious babyhood of my children, which I was very into, then they don't need you. I realized at one point, your babies are not babies forever. They become human beings.
Yes.
They have their own life.
Right.
So then you have to have your own life. Your life cannot be just with them. So when I tried to find my own life, at that time I was very closed about friends. I did not open myself to the world as people.
Okay.
So I realized that the ones I want to be friends with, they don't want to be friends with me for whatever reasons. Maybe they don't have the time, maybe they don't live in the same city, maybe there are 100 million things that's happening. So they were not with me. I started feeling that something is not okay. People do negative thought process started
Okay.
setting in.
Okay.
They may not be blamed them. But I started thinking, oh, I'm not good enough now. They don't want me. I'm not popular. I'm not famous. I'm not, all negative. So I had to break away. And that's where my spiritual bent, reading spiritual books, listening to spiritual talks, understanding. So again, that was a huge learning phase for me. That how not to depend on this one person and expect. So if you're not there, she's there.
Okay.
ये मछली नहीं तो क्या हुआ और भी तो है मछली है नदी में that big song सत्य पे सत्ता
Yeah.
so like that I started understanding human philosophies. So that again, that whole journey. See, I come across like a very positive person. I come across like a person who's sorted with so much clarity. But I'll also tell you, I'm a person who's extremely emotional. And I've cried a million nights on my own. And that is why I tell people, others are never there with you. The only person who's with you all the time is you. So only you know how much you've cried. People only see. Hema ji once told me, when she stopped being the superstar actress, and then she got a second break in Bagban. She says people saw Bagban and said, Hema ji so lucky, and I was there in all the award ceremony. I was getting awards. Bagban, Hema Malini and Bagban. She says, but nobody knows what I did in those 8 years after that phase and this phase. She said, every day I went to Film City or Filmistan because I was doing some movie that never got released. And so the point I'm making is people only know when you make the cover story.
Yes.
But before you make the cover story, what about all the nights and every other second that you're living? And that living is you. Only you know.
Yeah.
And so I decided to help myself. How will I help? No matter what my pains are, no matter what my things are not working out or failing or what I'm feeling. I said, I developed a habit of routine. I'll wake up and do my yoga no matter what.
Okay.
I will never say, yesterday was such a difficult day. I didn't sleep. I cried. My body is not working. Get up and start working out. So no matter what, I don't give up on my yoga. Then I decided I should not do any of those things that are self-harming. I mean, we all have our glass of wine and alcohol, which is fun. But I just don't drink. I don't say I don't drink ever. I enjoy every now and then, but I never get intoxicated because I said, I want my senses and sensibilities to be with me all the time to help me through this life.
Okay.
I don't want to say, I got so unhappy, so I got drunk and I went to sleep. No, I'm so unhappy that I cried myself to sleep.
Yeah.
I lived every moment of my pain is what I like to say. I don't sidestep.
వండర్ఫుల్ మధు. అయితే జనరల్గా మనం అనుకుంటాం కదా, డే బై డే ఇవాల్వ్మెంట్ అవుతుంటుందండి. ఇయర్ బై ఇయర్ వి ఇవాల్వ్, ఏజ్ బై ఏజ్ వి ఇవాల్వ్ అని. వాట్ ఆర్ ద లెర్నింగ్స్ మధు, చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు ఒక్కసారి ఇఫ్ యూ సిట్ బ్యాక్ అండ్ లుక్ బ్యాక్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద మేజర్ లెర్నింగ్స్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ లైఫ్?
I'm not a fatalist, like fate. I'm not like that. I do take a lot of power in my hands. That's how I created my routine.
Yes.
But at the same time, I also know that life happens because it happens. I don't know what is going to happen. Don't know when it's going to happen. But this moment, I'm healthy enough to do my workout. So I will.
Okay.
You know, and it is not like, oh, I'll work out now means now I'm going to be thin or I'll be fit. No. You are what you do every day, not what you do every once in a while. So what am I? What do I do every day? I work out every day. Not one day in the gym for 4 hours and not working for 1 week. I do something every day. Then every day I read something nice. Every day I pray. Every day I call all my dear ones. I keep in touch with people who matter to me.
Okay.
You know, and what has happened is I've created so many people that matter to me that it is impossible to call and keep in touch also.
Right.
But basically create loving feeling and you can change your heart. You can change your insides. You may not be able to change the outside. So have loving feeling. Ask yourself, why do you say mean things to people? Why did you get angry? So the more you ask your questions about yourself, there are a lot of things that come to you. I was jealous. When you criticize another actress, hey, she's horrible. What is this? Why did I say, was she really horrible? No, you could not wear that mini dress and be sexy.
That's why you say
and
that.
You want to find fault in that sexy hot girl because you can't do it. You know? So the minute you can do it, then you don't criticize that person.
Right.
So there's a lot of jealousy when we find fault with people. So when you feel jealous, then what is a neutral thing? Sometimes people get a lot more. So many times my peers have got the roles that I wanted, or I'm dying and striving, but somebody gets it so easy. So the normal tendency is like, why not me? You know.
True.
So then those lessons, that's her journey. And this is my journey.
Yeah.
And my journey is great.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. ఎందుకంటే అప్పట్లో చాలా మంది అనుకుని ఉంటారు రోజా ఓన్లీ మధుకే ఎందుకు వచ్చింది, నాకు వచ్చుంటే బాగుండదని. అప్పుడు హీరోయిన్స్ కూడా అనుకుంటారు. They must have thought, no.
And they would have thought they could have done better.
Exactly.
Because today I look at some people and say, why, this is no acting, I can do better.
Wonderful. Now again coming back to Prema Desam. See, you said this role I wanted to do because అది ఒక 2 రోజుల షూటింగ్ కాదు. It's a big span to the film.
Yeah.
What is it that actually made you select that particular film? అంటే అందులో ఏంటి, ఏ పాయింట్ మీకు నచ్చింది? మీరు అది అంటే డైరెక్టర్ కొత్త, యాక్టర్లు కొత్త, ప్రొడ్యూసర్.
Director had a passion. He convinced me. Okay, I'm not a very choosy person. Okay, I want to be busy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to do something that will bring me down in my respect or status or whatever.
Correct.
That's the only time when I say no to something. When this film came to me, I thought at that time I was already doing Amazon. I was doing some very nice stuff, name stuff. So when this came to me, I thought maybe this is not going to be a good thing for me. It may not be a step up for me. I thought about it like that. And I said, no, I won't do. So he went away. The producer called. She called, he called. They kept calling, And then one thought came to me. I said, I am chasing all the big names. I want to work with Karan Johar. I want to work with this one. I want to work. I'm chasing. Here's somebody who is knocking at my door and chasing me. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Because Phool Aur Kante was exactly that. I wanted to be launched by Yash Chopra ji. I wanted to be launched by Subhash Ghai ji. But nothing happened in the years that I was trying. And I was playing carom, concentrating on that carom coin. And Kuku Koli called and I did that movie. It released in 91 on the same day with Lamhe. Lamhe was Yash Chopra ji, Sri Devi ji, Anil Kapoor ji. And Phool Aur Kante is releasing same day, Kuku Koli, Ajay Devgan, Madhu.
Yes.
I don't know who they are. But
That
as luck would have it, it was 100 times bigger hit than Lamhe.
Exactly.
Lamhe, of course, is a classic in hindsight.
Right.
But when it released in the theatre, Phool Aur Kante
It's a commercial hit. Phool Aur Kante was a commercial hit. It's a big break to Ajay and you,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that happened to me in my career, at the start of my career. So why not give all the people who are coming to you?
Yes.
I want to do all the great, big, experienced directors. I want to. And they'll come. And you know what? They will come after this.
After this, even I was about to say that. I think Prema Desam has that kind of an element where, it again brings you back to the Telugu film industry.
So there are people who have taken chance on me. There are people who leaned on me. Yeah. And then everybody will come to ride on that. As it always happens. But no complaints.
బట్ ఈ మధ్యకాలంలో మీరు చూస్తున్న సినిమాలు అదొక 5 ఏళ్ళ నుంచి ఒక 10 ఏళ్ళ నుంచి చూస్తుంటే మీకు బాగా నచ్చిన సినిమాలు ఏంటి, పాత్రలు ఏంటి, ఎలాంటి మూవీస్ రియలీ అంటే యూ వర్ లైక్ హుక్ టు అండ్ యూ జస్ట్ ఫెల్ట్ అరే వాట్ అ క్యారెక్టర్, వాట్ అ రోల్. ఐమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ మోస్ట్లీ అబౌట్ ద విమెన్ సెంట్రిక్ ఆర్ విమెన్ హూ ప్లేడ్ ద ప్రొటాగనిస్ట్.
Yeah, when I didn't work, no?
Yes, when you didn't work.
I loved the whole Karan Johar, when he started making that movie, Dilwale Dulhania.
Yeah.
Of course, that released during my time itself. But the trend that started, that was of course SG's production. But Karan Johar's movies, all Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, where his actresses he spent. When I was working, Manish Malhotra also has designed for me in my working years. His budget for the whole song would be 2,000 rupees. Heroine's song outfit 2,000. So he would go to Linking Road and pick up some shoes, and I would be like, "Why are you doing this?" He says, "Producer's not giving money."
Okay.
Like that. And then there was Karan Johar, who spent lakhs and lakhs of money on his heroines' outfits, on the makeup.
He brought the grandeur to the film. Yeah.
No, he said heroines must look like this.
Exactly.
So all of the heroines who worked in his films benefited from, in that era, each and every one of them. They benefited from that, you know, Karan Johar, Manish Malhotra, that phase. That I missed out completely.
Yeah.
Nobody did any spending money to make me look good.
Okay.
So I missed that.
Okay.
That I miss being decorated by my director. The only director I remember who spent time and effort to decorate me was Raghavendra Rao Garu.
Okay.
He would come to my room here, Allari Priyudu, see what I was going to wear for tomorrow. Okay, che. Like he took effort. He gave me 2 hours to get ready. Not like come soon, come soon, come soon. He gave weightage to his heroines.
Yes,
The only director I worked like that.
Oh, wonderful. And he has that in him. I mean, he wants his heroines to look beautiful, and he used to put close-up shots, you know,
Yeah.
early morning shots he used to take. Yeah.
And then give afternoon off.
Yeah.
Not worried about the money being wasted.
Right.
Time is. He says, go sleep and come. You know, he just wanted us. So I enjoyed working with him. And then I didn't get that Karan Johar phase at all.
Okay.
And another thing which I love is what Deepika Padukone, with her came, of course, Jodha Akbar came before Deepika. That Maharani look.
Yes.
So Deepika has done Padmavati. Bajirao Mastani, you know, wear that Indian outfit and all that. I think my personality, I think, will look nice in that Rani look.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
again, when I see that,
Yeah.
I feel, I wish I get one role like that.
Okay. What about the past decade? And when you look at someone like Alia, or you know,
brilliant.
or Deepika, or Katrina, Kangana,
Yeah.
see, వీళ్ళు అద్భుతమైన పాత్రలు పోషిస్తున్నారు. అంటే రకరకాల సినిమాలు, రకరకాల క్యారెక్టరైజేషన్. లైక్ యు సీ డార్లింగ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆలియా భట్. ఇట్స్ లైక్ సంథింగ్ వెరీ న్యూ, వెరీ డిఫరెంట్.
Yeah. I think I've come back in that era where good stories are being made. I just have to wait for something to come to me where I can do that multifaceted, layered, Darling.
Right.
It's very multifaceted.
Right.
It's not dark. It's not positive. It's somewhere in between. And I think, in my opinion, Alia in Hindi films is the most talented, natural actor.
Who do you think in the South is the most
I love Nayanthara.
Nayanthara?
The reason being is I followed Nayanthara's career from the beginning. When she came, she was one. Who she is now is another. So she's grown. She's not somebody who came, became a hit, and then went. She came, she didn't become a hit, then she became a hit, then she gave up everything. She left the industry, she came back, struggled, reinvented herself. So that journey of, you know, I always feel people who are most beautiful and most talented, they come, they may become a hit and then they go away.
Right.
But people who don't give a hit or who don't make it, who struggle and change and come, that career is very exciting to me. And I think Nayanthara is that.
Yes. Any more names?
Nayanthara is that to me because she was not the most beautiful girl when she came, but today we look at her and say she's the most beautiful girl.
Exactly.
And anymore, another person whom I'm really very fond of is Samantha.
Okay.
Because again, Samantha started off like this dolly volley, but today she's capable of doing really intense scenes. Then I saw her movie with Lakshmi Auntie, Hey Baby. She was very light-hearted, and I think she has that dimension of being serious, light, glamorous. Then her Family Man, she was brilliant in Family Man.
Yes.
So she made a body transformation. She worked for 3-6 months on creating that, you know, that body for the show. So I think she's hardworking.
మీరు ఆవిడ లేటెస్ట్ యశోద చూసారా?
Illa.
You didn't see.
Yeah, but I'm working with her in Shakuntala.
Yes, I know. I wanted to just ask you about that. So Shakuntalam, you're doing the character of Menaka.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So కానీ మీ క్యారెక్టర్ మొత్తం ఉండదు కదా సినిమాలో. You will be, I think, మీది విశ్వామిత్ర.
Yeah.
I think you must be dancing. I'm just looking forward for that.
My entry is with a dance.
Exactly. So మీ భరతనాట్యం, your costumes, I'm just looking forward for that.
I got to wear that Indian costume.
Yes.
My desire manifestation.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
మరి మీరు అన్నారు ఒక క్వీన్, ఒక అటువంటి అప్సరా క్యారెక్టర్ చెయ్యాలి అని అనుకున్నారు, అది కూడా జరిగిపోయింది కదా.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, but only thing is it's a small cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was nice. It was very interesting. I loved working with Gunasekharji.
Yeah.
I keep saying that I'm working with new directors and it's very exciting because new mind, new idea. But there is something about working with old people. That set feels old.
Yes, and Gunashekhar గారి సెట్ అంటే గ్రాండ్ గా ఉంటుంది అసలు. It is so Beautiful. But one thing I should say, you're working with women producers.
Yes.
I think that is one thing which is like fantastic.
Yes.
అంటే మనకి ఒక ఈవెన్ 5 ఏళ్ల క్రితం వరకు కూడా వి నెవర్ హ్యాడ్ విమెన్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్.
Yeah.
మనకి అంత టెక్నీషియన్స్ అందరూ మగవాళ్లే.
Yeah.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ఓపెనింగ్ అప్.
Yeah.
వెదర్ ఇన్ టెక్నీషియన్, ఈవెన్ సినిమాటోగ్రఫీ ఆల్సో వి ఆర్ గెటింగ్ విమెన్.
Yes, Preeta, I work with Preeta.
Exactly. So how is it working with women technicians?
Sometimes it feels nicer. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying.
Why so?
Annoying because women are very picky and detail oriented. If they are like, even in the assistant directors are very, and men are not detail oriented. They take the big picture.
Okay.
Now my thing, I don't know from where I come from, there are many things that I don't like to pay attention to.
Okay.
I skim over things. So my personality gels with a man. In that aspect.
Okay.
But I like women and their sensitivity. So Aswati Garu directed me in a Netflix thing that will release next year, I think. It's, that MT Vasudevan sir.
Yes, yes.
His whole, they are making story, and one of the story I'm doing, and Aswati Garu directed. I loved working under her direction.
Okay.
Because women are into details and sensitivity. The take that a man will not see, a man director will not see, a female director sees that. Yes. And she tells you not like that because she understands emotions from a different way.
Exactly.
So her, working under her, my better performances.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've not seen it, but I'm hoping it is. I loved working with assistant directors, women, forgive me, and costume women, they'll come and say, one bangle continuity, they look, I'm like, Lakshmi auntie tells me, if somebody is looking at that bangle continuity and not looking at my face, then your film is not worth watching. But
absolutely, that's correct.
Yeah, if someone's
why would
looking
someone look at your back?
Color, what you call continuity. In the bangle inga irundhathu, in the bangle inga irundhathu. If they'll do all that, women director.
So that's annoying for you.
It's very annoying. But they are working very diligently. They are very sincere.
Yes.
Women are very sincere. Women are very diligent. But it annoys me because I don't.
So let us think it's a double-edged sword. Okay, in one side it is good, one side it's not so.
Women will come and attack me now.
Women producers తో వర్క్ చేయటం ఎట్లా ఉంది?
They are completely different, and more understanding. Even as a producer, they are more, it's the women's nature. They are a little bit more honest.
Yeah.
Or will, like men have a tendency, producers, you cut costs, do this, do that. They are very chalu bajari men. Women, by nature, they are more sincere and all, more straightforward.
Yeah.
Maybe the industry will teach them the filmy ways. I don't know. But you're talking about Nilima Garu, perfection to the T. My manager and I didn't have to remind her once for the money.
Okay.
If she said on this day it will be transferred, it will be transferred. My experiences with male producers is keep chasing them, keep threatening them, I will not show up for shooting, do all that. All that happens. I hope I'm not generalizing, but my experience.
వీళ్ళు కొంచెం ఆర్గనైజ్డ్ ఉంటారు. Not just in production. Generally also women are
more
nature
conscientious.
Yeah.
In fact, my husband's main employee in the office is a woman, and when he wants a job to be done, he employs that woman. And that woman, for my husband, she's so efficient, but she's a nag for the opposite. If it's a collection, money collection or anything, men will make that one call and say, let's give him 4 days. But a woman, you give her a job, she has to report back. She call every day and she'll go get the money. So she's more diligent, she's more sincere. So Meghna ji is working in a completely man's world. Everybody around her is men. She's very kind, she's very sensitive, and very diplomatic. So when there are issues, she's straightforward. When there are issues that she can't take up because she's in partnership with other producers, so maybe she can't take many independent decisions. On those days, she will not be seen anywhere. Her back will be towards you. When she's happy, her face will be towards you. When she doesn't have answers, her back. When the minute I see her back, I tell my manager, "Inga problem, go check." I pick up. No, I'm an actor.
Yes.
So I know body language. I observe people and their body language.
Madhu, can you say something about Shakuntalam? And how much ever you can reveal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Firstly, Shakuntalam, Menaka is supposed to be mother of Shakuntala.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be me being Samantha's mother. initially when I heard that, I was a little skeptical because, Samantha is like,
Yeah.
I didn't know how I would look like that mother, whatever. But then I was told that Menaka is supposed to be this evergreen Apsara, because
Yeah,
she lives in the
yeah.
Apsara look and she
Right.
never ages. So I will fit into that role.
Okay.
So that's how I got that role. And I was also very scared to wear that Apsara outfit because I felt that my stomach and all will not look nice and I will not look nice in that outfit. And Neeta Lulaji was making the costume. She told me, you lose 2 kilos before the shoot.
Okay.
Then I'll make sure that the costume looks. So I was trying to lose those 2 kilos before start of the shoot. So that's my one homework. For the first time, I tried to change my body a little bit to
Okay.
look good in a costume. That is the appearance part of it. And the shooting part of it is I loved working with Gunaji. When you gel with the director, then you feel very comfortable and very happy. And Gunasekharji, like I told you in my new movies, I have to change my acting style. I have to be restrained. I have to not allow my emotions to take over.
True.
I have to hold
Subtle ga koncham.
yeah, I have to hold myself a lot, even in my facial expressions. And I don't overact. I don't overact, but it's just that I feel everything so much. That's
Okay.
the thing. So in this Shakuntalam, because it's a period film and it's old film, I had the liberty to actually do things the way I felt. I
Okay.
could cry when I wanted to, the way I wanted to. I could raise my pitch. And Gunasekharji actually understood that. And before I went on shooting, I remember having dinner with Hasini Garu and somebody, and she said, "Oh my God, Gunaji will take hundreds of takes." She told me. This is before I started.
Okay.
Okay, we are having dinner. She told me, "Why are you here in Hyderabad?" I said, "I've come for the shoot." She's saying, "Oh my God, Gunasekharji will never get satisfied. He'll take many takes." So I think, "Oh my God, he's gonna take many takes." And not one retake he took.
My goodness.
Everything of mine was one take.
Yeah.
This is after thinking that he's gonna do retakes. And so I felt he and me,
Yes.
like
yes.
he liked what I did.
Right.
That's what I
You have a dance number?
Yes, my introduction is with a dance.
ఓకే సో మీ అమ్మాయి పాత్ర పోషించింది సమంతనే కానీ చిన్నప్పుడు ఇట్ ఇస్ అర్హ
Yeah.
సో అల్లు అర్జున్స్ డాటర్
Yeah.
సో మీ ఇద్దరి మధ్య ఏమైనా సీన్స్ ఉన్నాయా
இல்ல நான் வந்து அப்சரா லோகத்துல with my Indra and all my thing.
సో యు జస్ట్ గివ్ బర్త్ అండ్ గో
Yeah, and then there is like it's seen in such a way that they are down and we are up.
ఓకే ఓకే
So I don't have combination scene with anybody, but I have scenes with everybody in a different. It's Gunaji's direction.
yes, got
they are not standing in front of me,
Yeah.
but we are watching them and they are watching us, and then the
Yeah.
scenes are like that.
యా మధు బిఫోర్ వి క్లోజ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ 2-3 క్వశ్చన్స్ జస్ట్ సే సంథింగ్ అబౌట్ యువర్ డాటర్స్ మీ ఇద్దరు అమ్మాయిలు అమేయ అండ్ కేయా
Yes.
రైట్ అద్భుతమైన పేర్లు అసలు ఆ పేర్లు ఏంటి అసలు ఎక్కడ వినలేదు అంటే అమేయ ఓకే ఐ హర్డ్ బట్ కేయా is సంథింగ్ ఫస్ట్ టైం
They are meaningful names. I had a Guruji with whom I was learning Bhagavad Gita
ఓకే
in that phase. When I was trying to,
Yeah.
so I was very close to that Guruji, and I was expecting, and my baby was being born. I wanted to have a name with meaning. I didn't want to have a name which is very modern with no meaning, because I feel we all live up to our names eventually. Whatever name, we live up to that name. So it's very important to give the right name to your children, is what I believed. So my name is Madhu. My husband's name is Anand. So I always say कि जहाँ मधु है वहाँ आनंद है. Meaning wherever there is sweetness, there is always joy.
There's joy.
Like that.
Right.
So I am the sweet one. So joy is always around. I said when sweetness and joy comes, then there is immeasurable happiness. Ameya means immeasurable.
ఓకే
जिसका कोई मेय नहीं, no limit, limitless.
low limit.
That's Ameya. So जहाँ मधु and आनंद है, वहाँ Ameya.
Yeah. There
It's
is limitless.
immeasurable joy.
Okay.
And when there's immeasurable joy, Kea is actually a name of a flower which blooms in Calcutta, Bengal, only in that Kali Puja time.
Okay.
So that is a flower that is used in Durga Ma's Puja time. It blew in that language. It's called Kevde ka Phool, and in Bengali it's called Kea.
Kea.
It's a very Bengali name. So I said, where there is Madhu, there is Anand, there is immeasurable love, and we spread the fragrance of love.
Wow.
That is the meaning of the whole family.
My God. అద్భుతం అమోఘం వెరీ నైస్, బ్యూటిఫుల్.
మీనింగ్.
యా, ఒక నలుగురు కలిసి ఇంత హ్యాపీ ఫ్యామిలీగా మీరు యూఆర్ లైక్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ విత్ యువర్ లైఫ్ అండ్ యువర్ 2 kids ఆర్ అవుట్ సైడ్ స్టడింగ్. ఇప్పుడు మీ ఇద్దరే ఉన్నారు. సో వాట్ ఈస్ అ ప్లాన్ అహెడ్ నౌ? ఇప్పుడు సినిమాల మీద సినిమాలు చేయాలి అని ఒకటి డిసైడ్ అయిపోయారు. సో ఈ ప్రేమ దేశంతోని మీకు ఇంకా కొత్త ఆఫర్స్ రాబోతున్నాయని మీరు ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. బట్ స్టిల్ నౌ ద బాల్ విల్ బీ ఇన్ యువర్ కోర్ట్. ఇంతకు ముందు ఏంటి అంటే యూ సెడ్ నా దగ్గరికి ఏ సినిమాలు వచ్చినా అవి చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోయేదాన్ని. ఇప్పుడు యూ హ్యావ్ అ చాయిస్. సో వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ రోల్స్ యు ఆర్ ప్లానింగ్, యు ఆర్ థింకింగ్? Are you also requesting any directors to write roles for you? How is it going to be?
I don't feel I've come to that power position yet where I can tell, I would love to do strong roles, strongly positive, strongly negative, whatever, like just an impactful presence in a movie. I would love to do that and explore my own limitations and rise above them. But I don't think I'm in any power position to tell that I want you to do this for me. And I don't look at it also like that. I just feel that the makers are very clever. Makers are very attuned with the public response. If this movie, God willing, works, and if people like me, I'm sure they will come with different roles for me.
Okay.
And that is what I'm hoping. I don't care, I want to do this, I want to do that. Nothing. I just want to be meaty. I want to be impactful in a film.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping I get.
ఓకే, యూ సెడ్ ఒక లైన్ మీరు చెప్పారు మధు, ఏంటంటే దెర్ ఇస్ మ్యాజిక్ ఇన్ బీయింగ్ ఆర్డినరీ అని.
Yeah.
వాట్ డస్ దట్ మీన్?
All pain comes because you think you're special and you should be treated special. Why would you not sit here because you think you're a film star? You should sit in a big place. And if you are really that, and the world panders to that, you get that for a while. But the world moves with external circumstances. So the minute your external circumstances change, the world will quickly move you there.
Exactly.
And the next person will be put there.
Absolutely.
But because you think and you believe that you are special and you should be treated special, that shift gives you the maximum pain. You cannot live with that shift. So the more you think you are same, I am same, the one who's cleaning my bathroom is also same in God's eyes, just a human being living a human life doing human jobs, then in your mind you will be okay with the shift of the outside world. Your inner world becomes strong. It is what you think of yourself that causes pain.
So the more you think that you're ordinary, you're normal, everything will be fine.
A simple example, when my children were babies, and as a school mother, I'm like any other school mother.
Correct.
So when I wait in the school line to get my children or to meet a teacher or to principal, if I think I am the Roja girl, I should not be allowed to wait. Who are these women? Who are these? Then I won't make friends. No one will talk to me. I will feel bad for the treatment. But if I think she is a mother whose daughter is in the school, I am a mother whose daughter is in the school, we are all same. So then they all love me. I love them. My life is joyous whether I'm a star or not a star. I've created a happy life for myself.
I think you're so spiritual, deep. You're deeply spiritual.
No, but it all comes with pain and lesson.
Yes, yes.
It doesn't come because I didn't feel it.
Correct.
It comes because I felt it. I went through it.
You went through it.
That is why.
And this is a great learning. I think when you pass it over through this interview, I think many people who are going through the similar kind of a pain would relate.
Yeah.
Would relate. Yeah. Finally, Madhu, do you remember any of the lines in your films, like Roja or Phool Aur Kante? Do you remember any of the songs?
Yeah, songs I
You remember?
Yeah.
Which one you remember?
I'm not a fabulous singer,
Yeah.
but
We both will sing together. I'm
Really?
game for it, yeah. But if you remember the lines.
I remember Hindi songs.
Which one?
धीरे
धीरे धीरे प्यार को
बढ़ाना है, हद से गुजर जाना है, मुझे बस तुझसे दिल लगाना है, हद से गुजर जाना है, ऐसी जिंदगी होगी हर तरफ खुशी होगी, इतना प्यार दूंगा तुझे ऐ मेरे सनम, अब न कोई गम होगा ना ये प्यार कम होगा, साथी मेरे तुझको मेरे सर की है कसम, मुझे बस तुझको आजमाना है, हद से गुजर जाना है.
Wow. Lovely.
And the one line which I like from the Roja song is ये हसी वादियाँ.
Yeah, Paruvam Vanaga.
Yeah,
The
and
Telugu.
in that mountain dinner, that that high pitch line is my closest this thing.
Okay.
That's in Tamil though. I don't know in Telugu, but it goes Nadiye niyana karanane sir parvarniyana varanare. I love that. You are my soulmate.
Thank you so much. So before we close, I have some quick rapid fire questions. Let's see how do you do it. I have a gift hamper for that.
Really?
Yes, I have a gift hamper.
I want to win it.
Okay, most memorable moment while shooting Roja.
Snow.
Snow.
Before that, I've never traveled to any country with snow.
Really?
Yeah, before Roja.
Okay. So our expression nizame annamata when you saw the snow.
Yeah,
That expression
but
you
that
gave.
was for the shooting.
Yeah.
But the first time we were shooting in Manali. We stayed in the hotel. I don't know what hotel it was, but everything was stepwise. So when I opened my window, I saw steps of snow on the mountains from my window. Like I opened the window, I can see, walk out, and then there was one time for shooting for Roja, I was going in a car to Rohtang Pass. So there was a time when the car went on the road. There was white mountains here. The car hadn't turned, so there was white mountain in front of us. And looking back, there was mountain, and looking up, there was it was like a white tunnel. And it was so daunting and so scary. And I remember thinking that what if this caves in, I'll be like buried in snow. So it was overwhelming, that experience.
Wonderful. Okay. Most cherished moment as the mother of two girls.
Every night when, no matter how angry I was or upset I am, whatever, if I slept in between my girls, with both my girls hugging me, holding me, legs on me, my life at all points seemed perfect. Even on those days when I felt I should be working or somebody didn't respect me, I went through humiliation, whatever I felt. If I had gussoed between them and they were holding me, I said I sacrificed or I gave up, I did all that, and this makes it all worth it.
Wonderful. Okay. What's in your bucket list, Madhu? Other than films? ఏమేం చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారు జీవితంలో?
Even though I worked for 9-10 years and I did movies like Roja and all of that, I have never received an award. Popular awards. There are people who call you, like popular awards is Filmfare Award,
Right.
National Award, whatever. Most acknowledged awards. It's my desire. Because as I've come back as a professional, I don't hope for many things, because I'm doing it for the love of it and for the joy of it. I just love being an actor. But I want to do something so amazing, at least once in my life, that I get to go up on a popular award stage in front of my fraternity. Like all of them should be there, and I should be declared the best actress of the year.
Okay. Now, ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్ ఉన్న యాక్టర్స్లో తెలుగు ఫిలిం ఇండస్ట్రీలో ద స్టార్స్ హు ఆర్ దేర్ దట్ మహేష్ బాబు, అల్లు అర్జున్ అండ్ ఆల్ దోస్ స్టార్స్ whom are you wanting to work with? And do you want to work with anyone? Do you want to share the screen space?
I wanted to work with Pawan Kalyan.
Okay.
I've not seen his latest work or anything like that. I've always wanted to work with Pawan Kalyan from the time I saw all his, in fact, one of his movies I did remade. Ranna is a remake of some movie that he had done with Nadia. So I saw. Yes. And I love the way he dances, he talks. He's reminds me of the young Amitabh Bachchan, Masala hero.
Okay.
So I've always wanted to work with Pawan Kalyan. And of course, I've worked with Venki, but I've not worked with Nag and Chiranjeevi Garu. So I would like to, if they're still working, and I would love to. And my new favorite is Nag Chaitanya.
Naga Chaitanya.
Yeah, I love all his, he makes very cool young, he's very young movies.
Right. So I'll just tell a few names. I want to tell just one word about them. Only one word, not a sentence. Okay? Ajay Devgan.
Broody.
Balachandra garu.
I never acknowledged anybody as my godfather, but today in hindsight, I think he is my godfather. In the industry.
Okay. Arvind Swamy.
Easy peasy.
Means what?
Even when I worked in Roja, Roja was also amazing because nobody intimidated me.
Okay.
There was not so I felt very easy with him. We both were kind of new. We both were working for Mani Sir's thing, which was very easy.
Okay.
And now I worked with him in Talaivi. After 30 years or so, I worked with him. I did his wife's role.
Yes.
It was same, easy peasy.
Okay. Ramya Krishna.
Soul sister.
Okay. Mani Ratnam garu.
Genius, who gave me an opportunity to be in his genius creative.
ఓకే శంకర్ గారు.
He actually taught me how to be an Iyengar. Because in that character in Gentleman,
Yes.
it's a Brahmin lady.
Yeah.
And me being a Brahmin who's lived in Bombay, didn't know the nuances.
Okay.
He used to act and show. He used to walk and show.
Okay.
And talk and show. So I picked up, me, a Brahmin girl, picked up Brahmin nuances by watching him.
ఓకే సో ఈజ్ అ పర్ఫెక్షనిస్ట్. ఓకే రాఘవేంద్రరావు గారు.
He makes everything look beautiful.
ఓకే రాజశేఖర్ ఎవరు అల్లరి ప్రియుడు.
Yeah, Dr. Rajshekar. Childlike.
చైల్డ్ లైక్ యా హీ స్టిల్ దట్. ఎస్ గుణశేఖర్.
Experienced and calm and stability. His voice doesn't go up. He sits in one place but controls the whole thing. True king.
ఓకే ఫైనలీ నిఖిల్ సిద్ధార్థ్. నౌ హీ ఈజ్ అ రేజ్.
Surya versus Surya. He is
You
a
saw
rage-
Kartikeya?
No.
You didn't see Kartikeya?
No.
You should see Kartikeya. Yeah.
Well, I worked with him, Surya
Yeah.
versus Surya. It just makes me feel amazing because I like to boast about one thing. But I'm not a boastful person, you know that. I like to boast that whoever does their first things with me, whoever does things with me when they're not
Anything.
they become everything.
Wow.
And you telling about Nikhil Siddharth, I've not even seen Kartikeya, I'm not aware of it. You telling me that he's the rage makes me feel, yes, it's true about me. And you can take all the names.
Okay.
Roja, even though Mani sir was the most established, but it was the first Hindi for him, which went Hindi. Shankarji's first. Arjun was not on top of his game. After Gentleman, he was just never looked back. And
you're a lucky mascot.
Rahman sir's first movie. Nikhil Siddharth, when he was with me, he was just upstart. If you're telling me he's a rage, then so many people I can tell you. Balaji Mohan's first movie, Vayamudi Pesam, he's a big director.
Okay.
Tell me any name.
So now, which means now Prema Desam, the director, the producer, they are going to have great.
I hope the trend continues.
Okay. Last but not the least, why should one watch Prema Desam? Your
Because-
comeback film in a big way.
Because we want love in our lives.
Yes.
There is too much pain everywhere. And love makes everything okay. And Prema Desam is actually a world of love. It has, and music. We don't get that kind of music anymore. The music is touching the heart. That kind of romantic songs. What makes old films? What is Phool Aur Kante? What is Hum Aapke Hai Kaun or Maine Pyar Kiya? It's all music that keeps it alive. So I hope the music of this film does the same.
Thank you so much, Madhu. It was so nice talking to you. I just loved every bit of it.
Me too. Now where's my hamper?
I will give you.
Hello everyone, this is Madhu here. I have had a 1-hour conversation with the most amazing, enigmatic, happy, charming Prema. And please watch me talk to her, bare my soul, open my heart, honestly, in Prema the Journalist on your YouTube channel.
Here's a gift hamper for you from Millet Bank.
I love it.